Welcome back to the channel. If you didn't see the last two episodes, go back and check them out. We got the 65 Lincoln Continental. We got the interior spiffed up, got all the gingivitis off the seats and all the crud and all the nasty stuff. We got her pressure washed, so she's looking good. So now we've got to try to get this thing running. I need to see if the motor's going to turn over, if she'll crank, if she'll run. We're going to try to get a fuel system figured out, see what the gas tank looks like. So hey, I hope you enjoy. Hit the subscribe button. Should have plenty more videos coming out as we get further along with this car. So just, hit me a subscribe button and, hey, watch along, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Hey, just want to let y'all know there's going to be 2 or 3 spots in the video where my GoPro went dead. I videotaped it with my camera, and the video aspect is just off. It's wrong. It's going to be small and vertical. It's not very long, but hey, I'm learning this whole GoPro video editing, recording stuff. It ain't easy. So just bear with me. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. So everything from here on out is going to be all on GoPro, so I don't have to worry about it. But just letting you know, don't hate me. It'll get better. Thanks. All right, we got this trunk open. We actually used some old Chevy keys and kind of got there and wiggling a little bit, and actually trunk popped loose. So I don't know how long it's been shut, but we're gonna find out what's in here. Actually, I kind of know a little bit. We took the back seat out trying to get into it, and it's interesting. Look at that! Oh God, look at that rust! Look, holy mackerel! Look up here. We're raining rust. We're raining rust. Yeah, this trunk is full. Oh Lord have mercy. We may be getting another trunk. It's seen better days. She has seen better days. But let's talk about this. Holy mama. Somebody was playing some tunes in here. Those are 15s. I'd guess 215s. Got a little dynamite or some sound deadener in there. Obviously some speaker wires coming in. So looks like we're going to be doing a little more rust repair than what I planned on. She is rough. Hopefully the donor Lincoln's got some good parts on it I can use. So let's try to get this thing out of here. At least we got it. Hey, look, came with a nice little trunk popper stopper. All right, let me have her. Got rust in my boot. I got rust in my boot. Look at that thing. God, dog. I just went an extra 2 miles a gallon. All right, so we got speaker wire, some critter evidence, and a lot of rust. Old tail lights. It looks pretty solid. A little wet back here from pressure washing earlier, but all in all, not horrible. Car's pretty solid underneath, so that's a good thing, because these are unibody cars, and if the floor pans go, the body goes. So all right, let me go see if I can talk a kid into doing some vacuuming for me. All right, we're gonna try to fire the old hot rod Lincoln up. Put a new coil on it. Man, them things used to be 10 bucks. That thing was $43 when I went to the parts store and got it. And we put a good old battery on it. Didn't go with the Never Start because it's a Lincoln, so we decided to go with a good old 90-day warranty AutoZone battery because she's a Lincoln. So we're going to check spark on it, and then we're going to see if we can fire this old girl up. I did find a hot wire over here that goes to the coil that is just hanging out here, so we'll have to find somewhere to put that long term. But just to get her turning, we're going to see what happens. All right, turn it over. All right, kill it. All right, we got spark, so I think something's fixing to happen. We're gonna give her a little bit of 2-stroke, see what she does. All right, crank it. When it cranks, let off. All right, try again. All right, let's give her a little go-go juice. We had adjusted the timing on it a little bit, and we're gonna see if she'll fire off. All right, go ahead. Hey. Woo-hoo. All right, she got a little life in her. I wasn't recording that. All right, crank it up. All right, crank it up. Crank it up. The balls are leaking, so crank it up. Yeah, these back bowls are leaking. So we're probably gonna rebuild that carburetor. All right, crank it up. One more time. All right, one more. We'll get one more shot. Go ahead. All right. Looks like we got a runner. We're probably gonna drop the tank, do a little cleaning, blow out these fuel lines, and see if we can get Mama on the road. All right. All right, lots went on the last day or two. I didn't record all of it because it was just a bunch of little short, I got a few minutes I'd run out here and kind of play with it a little bit. And what I had to do, it originally had, it says a QFT. It's kind of just like one of your, one of your modified Hollies. It kept sucking gas in the back, out of the back bowls. You could see a lot. When it was idling, it would never idle down. It was always idling like at 2,500 RPM. You could just see gas just coming out of this thing like crazy. So I'm assuming carburetor's been set for 7 or 8 years at least. So I just imagine it needed to be rebuilt or gone through. Don't know if the float was sticking, which is probably what was happening, but went over on my blue truck and pulled the good old Edelbrock off. Now I'm going to tell you, these are not performance carburetors by any means. But if you want to put something on a car to see if it's going to run, or if you got a little daily driver you want to cruise around in, man, these Edelbrocks, you cannot beat them. I've used a ton of them for cruisers. Now they are not a performance carburetor by any means, but they will get the job done, and they'll get it done well. Put this carburetor on it, had to make a couple of idle adjustments on it, and after that, man, she's a runner. Now the coil is hot wired right now. That's the way I found it. That will get fixed eventually, but right now I'm just trying to make sure everything works like it should. apparently she's a little cold-natured too. Running into this tank as a pickup just temporarily so I can get her idling and running. Alright, I rigged up a little ticker pump to this old fuel line. I'm going to see if there's any fuel in that tank. I really don't want to pull that tank if I don't have to, and I don't know how long the car has been sitting without gas. So we're going to see what's in it and then we will go from there. Alright, I've been pumping this thing. I've pumped it a few times. She looks like she's dry as a bone. I know when I was running the carburetor or trying to crank it, it did suck up a little fuel, but I'm gonna call it dry. Man, this car's got so much stuff, weird stuff on it. Alright, so I'm gonna put a few gallons of gas in it, see if I can draw fuel up here, and then if I get fuel up here, that tells me the tank was empty, and then I'm gonna let it set for a little bit. Probably overnight, and then we'll come pump it out in the morning, kind of see what it looks like. See if I get a bunch of trash or a bunch of garbage out of it. And then that'll let us know what we need to do. She is right. Tastes like some, ooh, smells like some Yankee moonshine. Nope, that ain't gonna do it. Alright, let's run this little ticker and see if we can draw some gas. I may not have put enough in there, but we're going to find out. Alright, I gave her some more gas, about 4 gallons in it, and I gave her a little back pressure. And I'm starting to get some stanky fuel out. We'll see if we can, I may have to lower it to get it to pull out, but we're getting somewhere. Well, I couldn't blow through the lines yesterday. Got an air hose to try to blow back through the lines. I couldn't blow back through the lines. Hooked it back up to the original pump, pulled the top line off. It still wasn't sucking the gas out of it. So decided I'm going to drop the tank, which I kind of figured I would anyway, but I was trying to get through it or get away with not doing it. So I have hooked up a little ticker pump and a hose down in the tank, and as you can see, the gas looks pretty bad. So we're going to try to drain the tank as much as we can, and then I'll drop it and see if we need to clean it out or get a new tank. See, there's definitely rust in this tank. So it looks like it's definitely going to be dropped. Sometimes you get lucky and you can get away with it, but it definitely tells me that I need to drop this tank. I think she's about empty. We're on the bottom. That's why we're getting that sediment. It's not moving much gas anymore. So there we go. We got a little more coming. All right, we're going to try to pull this tank, and I'm going to try to do it by myself, because that's just the way it be sometimes. It doesn't look, this tank, I think it's just really tall. It's either not as big as I expected, or it's deceiving me, one or the other. So I've got to get up here, knock this pickup tube out, and then drop the bolts on it. And then I got to figure out where this field neck comes in, and then find out that field neck comes in right up there, but it goes inside the car. So we've got to see how hard that's going to get out once we drop it. So, and I've been under this car a couple of times, and it really doesn't look that bad. Car is pretty solid. Floors are good. I mean, with these being unibodies, that spot right over there, that's actually not rust. That's just the undercoating coming off. So, looks like I lucked up on the bottom side. Sounds like the tank is empty. Yeah. I guess I could have left that and just, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm stupid. That's probably what it was. Yeah, I'm want to say, I wanted to pull this just kind of get an idea, but yeah, it's definitely, I keep thinking like, yeah, maybe I'll get lucky, but not in this case. Alright, those are loose. So, I think we gotta go top side and we'll knock this girl off. Alright. Alright, to give y'all an idea of what I'm having to do to get this tank out is this fill neck runs down into the tube. Got the tank loose and it just won't drop, it's hardly even moving. So I took the bolts out of the fill neck cap here and got to shake it a little bit, see if it'd come loose. It wouldn't. So shook it some more, pried on it. I think it finally broke loose. So now I'm gonna push down this and try to pull this fill neck out enough. Probably gonna fall here in a minute. You won't hear it. Alright. So that's your fill neck. As you can see, that goes in here to this tunnel, and then the gas tank is in there. So I should be able to get underneath there and wobble the gas tank, and she should fall. Alright, this is the current situation that I'm in. I've never had a fuel tank be so difficult to get out. First, I had the rear end up, which I had it jacked up by the rear end and jack stands under it, which had the rear end in the way. So I jacked it up by the frame and let the rear end down, and it's still in the way. I haven't recorded a lot of this because my mama might watch this and I said a few words that I might not want her to know that I know. So what I've been doing is taking this and literally prying this girl down. Like you can see, it is tight for no reason. I don't know if I'm missing something, or they're just this bad to get out. But she might not go back in. Alright, if y'all want to know why I don't get more car work done and things I need to get done around here, I'll show you why. It's because of this thing. Who loves to get her head stuck. Hey, Marshmallow. Hey, Batman. Girl, what? No, what? Get... Lord have mercy. This little thing right here, she's actually like 6 months old and she won't grow, which makes it really easy for her to get out. And I've already stretched this fence so much trying to get her mother out, so let's see what we can do. Hey, little mama, go. Hey, Batman. Hey, Loretta. Yeah, she does that about twice a day. So, there goes my day. I finally got this gas tank out. I don't know. It shouldn't have been that hard. It really shouldn't have. It was wedged between the trunk and the differential, and it would just, I literally had to, you can see where it's bent, and I literally had to kick this thing out on the other side and pry on it and actually dent the tank in. I had the rear end in every location I could put it in to see if it'd make it easier, and it just, I literally just had to beat the thing out. So, but it's out, and it's worse than I thought. So you can, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but there is literally like rust. That's what's in the gas tank, and I'm not so sure that it's salvageable. I'm not sure that it's salvageable, and if it is, I'm not sure that I want to put it back in the tank or put it back in the underneath the car. What I was thinking was, I've already did a little mock-up. Not this tank, this is actually an old Bronco tank, 77 Bronco tank. But I thought about getting a Mustang, early 60 models, you know, 64, 68 Mustang, the bolt-in style. They're pretty close to the right dimensions. I'm gonna try to find a buddy who has one and see if I can kind of test fit one before I decide to do it. But I've got all this room in this trunk and I'm never going to use all of it. I mean, I can put subs, air compressor, I mean everything in here, and still have plenty of room. 12 bodies, groceries, 2 bicycles. I mean, it is definitely ample in the rear.